you doing?
Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com.
Hey, and that's our cue to get started on the day. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Kenny Schofield, and this is the American Car Classics radio program. With me, as always, Mike Carano.
Hey.
Say hello to everybody. Steve Charbonneau, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Todd Byron. How you doing? Pinned up against the wall,
I don't
man.
know what he was doing.
He was meditating for a second, and he was comfortable until we turned the lights on, and all of a sudden there was a camera in his face, and he didn't know what to do next. So, how's everybody been?
Good.
Good.
What kind of week did you have, Mike? We missed you for a week.
Yeah, I was out for the week.
Yeah?
Things happen.
Yeah. Life goes on, man, right?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Your son's doing good?
Yeah. And what happened? Jesse's not here today.
Jesse is in Michigan with his wife, Kim.
Right.
They're business owners now, so they're learning to jet set.
So we got a new producer.
We've got a great producer. Cindy is in here with these four guys for an hour. The doors are locked on each side. So whether she wanted to get in here, it's like a submarine underwater.
She can't get out.
She's stuck.
She's stuck with
She's
us.
here. She's here. I've got some champagne with a couple of Hershey's Kisses in there. So I'll try to be a good boy for her. And we'll
No cussing.
no cussing. No Donnie Myers is today.
Yeah.
We call them DMs. No DMs today. So Steve, what's new with you, man?
Same old stuff. Work.
Yeah, we had a good weekend. Todd, we all went to the River Ranch. It's a little farther than I thought. I think
It's a long ride.
I think the problem was that I don't have door seals in Lucy.
Right.
And it was just cold as nuts out there, man.
It was cold.
It was
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold.
It was real cold out there.
And we had Ron Smith with us, and I ended up following him for a bit. He doesn't have cruise control, or he's just 80-something years old, because he would do 70 and then 80 and then 65 and 2 and then 80 and 75. And it was like, I didn't understand what we're doing. But
And what does he have, an SSR?
He does have, the SSR.
He's got an SSR or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Todd
got
has the HHR that has the door in primer now.
Yeah.
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 Because of Ron.
Because of Ron.
That was
Exactly.
that was a good story. That was.
I never heard that one before.
So what would it? There was 500 cars out there. Is that what it?
532, I think, was a final count that I read.
Was it? Yeah.
They broke last year's record, which was a record in itself of 520.
Yeah.
And when we talk about cold, guys, it was
pretty cold. The wind was kicking.
It was 40s. It was 30s.
It was in the
30.
It was 30s and 30s
when we went to breakfast
in the morning.
Right, but that 30-mile-an-hour wind kicked up.
Yeah.
And it was so weird because there was one little area, their main first parking lot, that was down low, and there was no wind in it at all.
Yeah.
Calm, beautiful sun. And if you stood there in that
area,
80 foot by 200 foot, you were great.
That's why those guys camped out for that spot. They know.
A couple of guys they spoke to, they said they were in front of a trailer, and that kind of blocked the wind. So it wasn't too bad for them.
Lucky guys.
Yeah, they were in front of a trailer, so they kind of stayed warm.
Yeah, I handed out flyers for our upcoming event in April, and I was able to, the way that they did this, they filled out everything, and you filled out your own little thing in the window and stuck it up there, and I could go through and read which town everybody was from.
Right.
And so the people from Haines City, Lakeland and stuff, I knew I wasn't really going to waste a flyer on them because,
they're not going to drive that far.
They don't know me.
And then what happened? You went to Barefoot Bay the next day? Was it cold there?
Next day, went to Barefoot Bay, 63 cars.
Right.
It was not cold.
Wasn't cold.
It was not cold. It was chilly in the morning, but no, it was good. It was under those trees, which makes shade, but it was a good little whatever. I only stayed for about an hour and a half. Went down and handed out some flyers, and then
under the trees, the cars get dirty.
Yeah, but it's a short event.
Yeah.
So all that, but you drive on a dirt road to get to the park under the tree. So everybody's got a towel in their hand. Ted was out there.
Right.
Sue and Joe were out there. Several others.
Yeah.
So,
I saw Tom and Faye's car was out there. Faye had her 37.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Tom Maker was there, right?
So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was just cold. This weekend's going to be beautiful. There's 2 shows on Saturday. It's going to be nice.
Okay, because you do the weekend weather and car
Is that
show
what
report.
I'm doing? Weekend weather.
And
I'm like the
car
weather
show
person
report.
now.
That's the slogan I built into your
Weekend
title.
weather.
Yeah, Todd.
You can be wrong on the weather. and
Todd-
it's okay because
Yeah, it's okay
I mean,
because they're wrong all the
yeah,
time.
that's right.
It's the easiest
And they get
job.
paid for being wrong.
That's right. Educated guessologist.
Yeah.
That's all I call them. That's all they. Yeah. And how hard is it to look if it's snowing or something from Illinois to Texas? The chances are that we're going to get wet or something pretty soon.
Right.
We live in a peninsula, so humidity is going to be pretty high.
Wing it. Normally. Wing it. It's going to be a beautiful day. Slight chance of rain.
Right.
We got a 50% chance of rain or sunshine.
Doesn't matter. It's gonna happen.
And you'll have a
You gotta
better
get one or the other.
I know the last couple of days down at the shop, the sunrises have been beautiful. They are orange coming up over the horizons, and they're just been beautiful. I guess I was at Wendy's there Monday night with my mom, and a rocket launched, and boom,
That was
boom,
something.
and I didn't even.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, another crash on Palm Bay Road. She's yeah. The next morning I wake up and I saw it was
The sonic boom.
It landed not on a barge this time, the booster, but at the Cape.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked like a fireball coming down.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was moving pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
coming down fast.
I was working on a car in a parking lot. And you're at Wendy's.
See?
With my mom.
He's with his mom.
Did you eat that food?
She loves the chili. She hadn't had the chili in a long time.
They got that 4 for $4. You had to go for that one.
You know,
Yeah.
man. I tried one of the doors, it was locked. So I drove around. I was like, okay, let's just go hit whatever's next, Burger King or something. And I pull out the drive-through box and he's there. I'm like, hey, why are you not serving in the lobby? He goes, we are. I was like, why's your door locked? He goes, just one of them.
Oh, so you're going to walk around the building to
Well, why would you
Put
have
up a
one?
sign.
Yeah, why would it be locked?
Yeah, because that's what you get now for $15 an hour, Todd.
Wow.
You know what?
Are we in trouble?
At least they have workers because some of these places
He
don't
did
even
that the
have
other day at the
workers.
gas station
Yeah.
too. We filled up with gas and here comes Candy. Kabam! It's like, hey, that door's locked.
Yeah. Well, when we went to go to Mecum, the
Yeah.
racetrack was shut down. The lady inside's like, I'm alone. But you're inside. We gotta pee. No, so
They had everything was locked
we'll
up.
talk about peeing later. Yeah, and so they're just the
Yeah,
employee. And my mom said the other day, she's like, I'm so tired of this guy holding us out. We'll work for food. She's like, turn around, dummy. There's a job.
Right.
And like, Mom,
You got to be nice.
they don't want to work.
Yeah, I know.
It's just a sign.
No, because they can sit there and they can make $15 in 5 minutes.
They make a couple
They
$100
make
a day.
a killing.
Yeah, tax free.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that too.
Yeah, just sitting on the sign.
Yeah.
If you bring a baby sheep with you, you will get buttloads of money.
Yeah.
I'm not splitting my profits with you, bro.
He's got him running around the house now.
Oh, my Lord.
See that picture? I want to know, when you're laid in bed, if you hear a noise, do you think, that better not be my couch? Do you just,
No, they're not. They're in a pen.
They're in a
Okay.
pen
They're in a
now.
Okay.
pen. Yeah. They're in a
Because,
pen.
man, I would, I don't know what that section
No,
will
it's
cost,
like-
but it ain't cheap,
I don't make a lot of noise, otherwise you hear,
Yeah, when you see him running,
know you're awake.
You see pictures of the sheep running around the house. I'm like, what's going on over there?
Oh, my.
Yeah, well, we let them out for a couple minutes, and while we're in there hanging out in the kitchen, they'll run around that island, that big island.
Yeah.
It's a good workout for them.
Wears them out.
And we stick them in their pen.
So how are they all doing? You've had how many babies so far successful?
Oh boy.
You were expecting 10.
Yeah, we're not over yet. We still got like 5 more that are going to give birth. But
All right, this is a car.
yeah,
Oh, it's,
we got 28 of them or 29 of them.
around here.
No,
Yeah.
but you've got 5 more to go still. 5 more births to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that could be up to 10.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, because they can do 2. Right.
they can do 2 years.
And they'll all have babies by the end of the month. This being
No,
February.
we're going to go into March
This being
after
February.
sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And this being we record on Wednesdays for those that listen on WCZR Saturdays at 2:00 on 101.7 FM. We record this on Wednesdays earlier. So today is actually Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
happened?
That's a real quick segue. Yeah, he did see a
6 more
shadow.
weeks of winter.
So 6 more weeks. That's right. Okay,
Yeah,
6 more.
I'm going to go beat that thing.
Well, look, today I actually found out I was going to do a birthday shout out, and I actually found out that today is Poxitani Phil's birthday. I got you. I'm just kidding. Today I want to wish a real quick birthday to Taylor Grace Bell. She turns 10 years old. This is Tiana's daughter. She's 10, but going on 19 professionally. So, Talon, happy birthday to you. Taryn, a real quick, and you're good to go. Yeah, and do that. Happy
I
birthday.
try to do that.
Okay, so that's what we have for that. So,
What else you got going on over there?
you know,
got
I got
a lot of notes.
I've got a
man, you got a lot of
show's
paper
worth
over
of
there.
paperwork.
That's about 4 trees right there, bro.
Let me tell you what I do, though.
Let me tell you what.
I'll never read them.
I don't share it with any of you guys,
No.
so I'm actually saving the company because Keith used to print everybody a section, and y'all got to look at it or just give it to me, which became scratch paper at the end of the day.
Right.
So now I give you guys nothing. It keeps you interested on the cuff what's going to happen next. You're not pre-planned to nod off in the second segment.
See, he always gave us the info so we know what
What we're
we're
going to
talking
talk about.
so
Yeah.
we can, come up with the answer.
But we're winging it.
Solution.
That's
pretty
right.
good, though.
That's right. I want the spontaneous. I want that
On the cuff radio
off the cuff,
show.
whatever it is. Right.
Or, what off the cuff, right?
Yeah.
On the cuff.
And the classic car radio show. So
Kick your shoes off. We're going to have fun.
we have a minute.
A minute.
When I walked up to your shop today, you were taking a roof skin off of a big van
Truck. Yeah.
truck.
Four-door
I
truck.
took a picture so I could show Julie that you did actually work today and earn dinner. So you're good to go.
All right.
Yep. Yep.
Comes from the guy we can't figure out if he works
Yeah.
or not.
Right. We know Todd's working.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm the only. Well, Ken Lynch, he's in the hospital. He had his 19 millimeter kidney stone obliterated.
So you're the only one working at the shop.
I'm in the mechanics
The
end.
mechanics end.
Yeah, I've got my metal fab guy, my paint guy for today, still working.
All right. We'll be back.
All right, so we'll go on
We'll
break.
go on break and we'll be back right after these words.
Keep up with us if you can.
At Dolphin Auto, not only are they ASE certified techs, they're also your local friendly U-Haul dealer. Hi, this is Wayne Dillon of Planet Vero and Livestream. Kenny and his crew rescued me from a possible major disaster. My RV was ready for a trip, but needed a major tune-up. I called Kenny and he got it done quickly and efficiently, and I didn't miss my trip at all. Thanks to Kenny and the staff at Dolphin Auto. These guys and girls know what they're doing. Call 321-984-8322.
Everyone wants to do their part in preventing the spread of the coronavirus, and doing your laundry the right way can help. This is Tom Rhodes, owner of Sunshine Laundries, with some helpful laundering tips. Think hot. Hotter is better because viruses hate heat. Wash your clothes in the warmest water setting allowed, and be sure to dry thoroughly in a hot dryer. For more helpful coronavirus fighting tips, visit sunshinelaundries.com.
Euvision Eye Center invites you to visit Dr. Paul Minotti, Dr. David O'Brien, Dr. Stephen Tate, and Dr. Robert Reinauer for customized cataract surgery, laser vision correction, state-of-the-art glaucoma treatment and surgery, retina care, and eyelid surgery, plus general ophthalmology. Euvision Eye Center provides world-class eye care in a patient-friendly environment. 772-257-8700 or visit newvisioneyecenter.com.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
For keeping your house pest and termite free, as well as your landscape healthy and green, call Compass Pest Control. Hi, this is Brian Combs, co-owner of Compass Pest Control. We are locally owned and operated with over 60 years of experience. We provide personalized, reliable service to all our clients. Call Compass at 772-925-1740 or visit our website, compasspest.com. That's Compass, PESTS.com.
Hanging out. Look, Cindy gets out of the story. Oh, it's a rear view. She's working out so she can be a marathoner. All right, hey, we're back. I was talking during the mid-show.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. This is the American Car Classics radio program, and I am Kenny Schofield. With me is Mike Carano, Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron. So, what are we talking about?
I don't know. What do you got? You got a whole bunch of sheets there.
I've got. Well, if our personal,
he doesn't share with us.
If our personal stuff is over, then would you like to read history?
No, go
I
ahead.
can't read your scratch writing.
This is all take. This is what I try to bring to them and offer.
On January 15th.
That's right. What happened on January 15th?
He doesn't
1909.
He is squinting.
Gene Bugatti is born. He passed away at the age of 30 in 1939 from injuries he sustained from a car crash. He was testing a car that he was building with his father called the Type 57.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to read the other ones?
I can.
Go ahead.
So the Type 57 was a car that was in production for like 2 years beforehand, but they were making some suspension upgrades and modifying it, as Bugatti is known for their engineering stature and all that they do. And it was just interesting to me to learn that they were doing this back then, working father and son and trying to build this company and do so long ago, and that he the founder lost one of his sons early on to his own product.
Right.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Pretty tough one,
Yeah.
To keep going on and have them be what they are today. Of course, his father, the owner, passed away and all that. But I thought it was a great little
Tidbit.
a tidbit. So January 16th, 1853. That was a good year.
Sure it was.
Andre Michelin, he was the co-founder of Michelin Tire Company. He was born. So I guess that's significant somewhere.
So he's the original Michelin man.
The original Michelin man.
So
that's
did he
right.
look like that?
Do you think KFC, the Colonel, actually looked like what we see on TV?
Well, you saw with the commercials that the Colonel used to do. He looked just like that.
There was a real Colonel when we were kids.
Right. Colonel Sanders.
Now this guy they got on there now is another impersonator, like the guy,
There was a real Marlboro man, too. Do y'all remember
There was.
the Marlboro man?
Yeah.
He died of lung cancer.
Yeah, he did.
Son of a gun.
He did. See, you know.
I just remember that the billboards, that was the first billboard I ever saw with the cardboard cutout was larger than the billboard.
Right.
Because he stood above it.
He stood above them.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I remember is, man, he's got like a billboard and a half. That dude's incredible. John Wayne my ass. So, all right, January 17th, the Chevrolet Corvette was debuted to the world. We just got done working on a 64 Corvette. It's a 327 convertible. The customer has the hard top. It's a 4-speed. We did a new custom exhaust on it even though he went to Eckler's and got the mufflers. They were about 4 inches shorter and about 2 inches more wide. They got a little better tone to them, but they had the same part number on them. Wow. So they've changed a bit. We went to a 2.5-inch pipe from a 2 1/4 inner to 2.5 outer, but it sounded good.
And the Corvette was hated when it came out, right? They didn't really like it.
It lost
much, right?
in sales to Mustang.
No, not Mustang.
Or to
Thunderbird, maybe.
The Thunderbird.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Thunderbird would be
53?
a competitor to
right, because the Mustang came out
54.
But Mustang came out the next year.
No, 66. The Mustang came out.
Yeah, okay, so 54.
65.
Right.
Talking 54.
Right. No, I said
65. Yeah.
Right. The customer that my customer has is a 64.
Correct.
Right.
But
We were talking about.
You said when it came out.
Oh, right. At 54, they were
54.
debuted. Right. And then I changed over because I'm ADHD. That's what I do.
Well, didn't they do a Mustang 64 and a half or something?
They did
2+2 or something?
Yeah,
Right.
it debuted at the World's Fair.
Right.
At the end of 64, but it didn't come out.
The 5 was the...
Right, but when they debuted it, people wanted it, so they called it a 64 and a half.
Right.
Mid-production year or something, I guess. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, but this gentleman, Hal Moon, he's owned this car since 1970. He got with like 12,000 miles on it. He paid $2,000 for it.
Nice.
He's got the hard top. He had it painted once back in the early 90s and said they used lacquer. So were they still using lacquer in the early 90s?
Not much. I mean, it was still being used, but nothing like we were using.
It doesn't have a clear coat, and I don't know that it could have been a single stage.
Probably checking up bad.
Well, he's just got one crack across the top fender, which they're kind of known for, he said. But the car is beautiful. I went to this thing, and he's like, Kenny, I just don't use it. We had to do the fuel tank. We had to seal it. It had rust, and they couldn't get another one because they're just out of stock. Eckler's telling them 6 months to a year.
Everything's out of stock. Steve says that all the time with the parts that he tries to.
Right, and we're going to talk about something in a little bit. Yeah. But we bought a 4-part kit, and we cleaned that whole tank out and did the whole rock your nuts and bolts all over for 7 hours and shake it and then roll it and do all that. And Ken had this idea where he hooked it up to a tire and had the tank rolling for a little while, and it helped it out a lot because manpower, when you're shaking that thing, it's like nuts.
Yeah, way out.
So we did a whole fuel system, and it came out real good, and he was happy. But he says, I just don't use this thing enough, and I would sell it and trade it for something of equal value that I would appreciate more. I said, what do you think this thing is worth? He's like, I don't know. I said, $100,000. He said, no.
It's not a split window, right?
No, it's a 64.
64, so.
But it's only got 55,000 original miles.
Yeah.
It's documented only 2 owners.
Yeah.
And I went looking, and there people are asking 90 all day long.
Oh, really?
So I think this car is solidly a $75,000, $80,000 car.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say 70, 75.
He said, okay, well, sell it for me. Let's find something out we got to do. So we had a guy come in right after that I told you about, has a 72 Charger or something that a guy did a rear quarter panel, and in the middle of the other quarter panel, he became ill. So he just riveted it on over the other skin.
He riveted it.
Yeah. And he wants us to do that, to fix it. I mean, not to do that.
I thought he wanted you to rivet the other
side. So it's built out. It's got flare outs or something. No, so he wanted, and I told him that we were looking at November.
Yeah. You're that far out.
That far out. I'm that far out. Yes, no, the shop is that far behind.
Right.
Yeah. And if anything happens to my employees, then I'll be farther behind. We'll have to find out.
You're going to have to sublet it to Todd, so maybe Todd will have to work nights.
Todd's classic restoration side is farther than that. And and your collision center is 3.5 weeks out?
I think we're booking in the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've been busy this week, Steve?
Yeah, we got 3 engine jobs. We have 3 engine jobs, 1 cylinder head job, and then we have another cylinder head job, which I think they're going to sell tomorrow. And we're a week and a half out.
May I ask you if those engine jobs are of Jasper Engines and Transmissions quality?
I got one from Jake.
All right,
Jacob from
Jacob
Jasper.
at Jasper. That's right.
Yeah, Jasper.
The other one is a warranty from another crappy company.
Okay. Well, hey, not everybody can be perfect. Not everybody can be perfect.
Done in another shop and just another engine rebuilder.
And the head jobs are broken cams, or are they just blown gaskets?
Yeah, broken cams.
Unbelievable. While you were gone, we had that talk with Jacob in here, and we talked a lot about oil viscosity and how important it is to change it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I started like in my truck, I use the AMS oil.
Yeah.
It seems to get better gas mileage with AMS oil. I don't know if you guys use that or not, but that's what I use.
I don't buy my oil in bulk. Steve, you buy a ton of oil and everything else. I don't. So my oil changes are $55 and $60 a pop. So I've had 3 phone calls in the last 4 days asking, hey, how much for an oil change? And my answer has been, go see Mr. Oil.
Yeah.
Go see Vernon at Mr. Oil. Go say hi to John and Ashley at Mr. Oil. Right. And all of them, I'm doing all of them because they're sponsoring our car show with us. Yeah. And they're buying it in bulk and they're getting it cheap and they're able to do the whole job thorough. Yeah. I'm overwhelmed,
Yeah, it's a lot. And like you said, Mr. Oil, you're in and out in 10 minutes.
Now, does he do cabin air filters?
Yeah, he does all of that.
They do air filters?
In fact, if they have time, they'll even rotate your tires.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do they offer flushes?
I think so, yeah. You think when I bought the Tahoe, I had the whole thing flushed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get his menu so that I can, mark it up accordingly and let people know. Yeah, because that's a good quick service, and I honestly don't have a lot of time for that. Steve, you sell a ton of service. In our industry, we love cars that come in that aren't broken, that they want to spend money on, right? That's called selling service. It's a PM.
Yeah.
Right.
The biggest thing that we run into is like right now, I had a Toyota RAV4 in there. It's a all-wheel drive, or a Highlander, I'm sorry. And, the transfer case is so small, and the front differential and the rear, they each only hold a half a quart of gear oil. And I tell you, service them every 15,000 miles. And then,
every 15, I heard that.
Yeah, and then, the bearings are wiped out, and you pull a drain plug out, and it's like black glitter. It's like, it needs a transfer case. It needs a diff. It's done. And people don't realize it. And then it's like, they're supposed to be done every 15,000 miles. Put a royal purple on it, go 30. And people are like, why? It only holds a half a quart.
Yeah. It just gets beat up that fast.
Beat up in there, yeah.
And half a quart ain't nothing.
Yeah, and people act like it's crazy, but it's like, it's only half a quart.
All right.
Drain and fill. It's simple.
All right, well, we're going to jump out of here and go on break on that.
That
And
hard break, that hard news break.
yeah, you got to endure a little bit of news, but hang on. It'll be worth it when you come back, I promise.
Really?
I just promised.
Okay.
Always.
All right. Not always, just this time.
Empty promise.